straight as far as the grip, or does it have an angle? Angle. Has an angle, right? Some are steeper than others, but it has an angle. So all you're gonna do is take your "Hey, nice to meet you" hand, and if you match it up, oh wow, look, my hand fits right onto the grip. All I'm gonna do is to curl my fingers over, and I'll figure out. We got the other side. Right? So all I'm gonna do is do that. Roll my fingers right over, and what happens to my thumbs? So the question of, do I have thumbs in the air, thumbs on top of each other? Do I curl them? That's answered right there, thumb straight. The reason why you don't curl them is, guess what you're doing? You're pulling the gun down. So you're still going to have a low. Make sense? So we're going to practice that.
Got moving targets today.
Try to make it realistic. They fall when you hit them.
All right. So what I want you to do now is, when we're going to take our fireman low ready, I want you literally, you're going to hold it in one hand. I want you to take your "Hey, nice to meet you" hand. It sounds stupid, but I want you to do it. And you're going to put your hand right over there. Your thumbs are essentially going to be resting right on top of each other. And then you squeeze with your support hand. Your support hand is your grip. It's putting the two together. That's where your grip comes from. That allows you not only to not have that little last dip from that pulse, but also you need, for guys, for shooters that do double taps, they shoot really fast, they don't sit there and squeeze the trigger as fast, they're literally resetting it that fast. If you have all of your tendons being used because you're holding into your grip hand the gun, you cannot move your trigger finger faster. So it releases all those tendons and have the ability to actually move that trigger faster. Again, I don't care the speed, I want you to have that accuracy. So this next go around, you're going to go ahead, put your guns in out from holster, we're going to go into low range. Do your "Hey, nice to meet you" hand. I want 5 more shots in the center of that target. All right, put your eyes and ears on if you don't already have them.
Still going slow?
Yes.
Yeah, see, these are nice. You just pull them out a little bit. Yeah. All right, go ahead. Unholster, and I want it in low ready. And don't worry about being gentle. Slap that in. There you go. Oh, you probably don't have it. Sometimes with the magazine release a bit. And it's the...
I feel like we back up 5 yards from where we started.
Already, right?
Is it an aftermarket mag?
No.
Yeah, Pro Mag.
I remember
Dawn,
that day.
Can you put on
Been there.
sunscreen?
No,
Pink.
it's okay.
I have some.
I get red when I get stressed. So.
All right, well, in a little
I'm
bit
fine.
we'll rehoster and then...
I'm fine.
All right, so on yours, what you're going to need to do, because of the way these mags are, is you're going to lock the slide open,
Okay.
then put the mag in. It'll allow it to seat it all the way in.
Okay.
And then I'll run it forward for you. So now you're loaded. Remember your grip. So we're going to practice that. All right, here we go. Remember, so go ahead. You're going to do your "Hey, nice to meet you" hand. So when you do your "Hey, nice to meet you" hand, that thumb will be on top of that one. There you go. Perfect. Perfect. Very good. Good job. When you're ready, so on fire, you're going to shoot 5 shots. Remember to squeeze with your support hand, not your shooting hand.
Never thought
All right,
about that.
sounds awkward, but you need to do it that way. All right, 5 shots onto the center target of your target. Shooters ready?
Ready.
Ready.
Fire! There. Oh, see, you brought your shots all the way back up. Good job. Very good. We're a little drifting along. Again, it's a small gun, so you're going to have a little bit of margin of error. So that's good. All right, good job, Jessica. You're still keeping them concentrated. I like that. Good job. See what we did? Good job. It's exactly what I want to see. Good job. Mike is always good job. All right. So now, looking at your targets, most of you, actually almost all of you, actually brought that out, right? So you notice that your shots are more in the center and they're actually further up. So for those of you that were shooting low, your not shooting low. For those of you that were shooting left, you're not shooting left. You're actually in the center. All right, so that's one thing that I want you all to focus on, is you're going to focus in on that grip. So we talked about grip and trigger control. The next thing we're going to do now is we're going to focus even more on trigger control. Everybody seems to have that grip down, so now we're going to focus in on trigger control. What I want you to do is double stack with guns, what, about 10, 15 rounds?
I've got two more. I've got two more.
Okay, so go ahead and put another mag in. For those of you, you guys have been in my class, go ahead and do an admin reload. So I'm going to show you what an admin reload is. For those of you that have done an admin reload, go ahead and do it. Hey, well, here, raise your hand if you've never done what's called an admin reload.
It's already in my pocket.
Okay, so here's how we're going to do an admin reload. Go ahead and hold. I'll bring this up real quick.
Were you talking to me?
Nope. I'll go ahead and.
All right, so here's an admin reload. So the two typical reloads that we do, one's a tactical reload, one's an admin reload. I'm going to show you the easiest one, tactical reload. Ready? A tactical reload means that I'm shooting and all of a sudden it becomes empty and I need to put a new magazine in a gun. This is real simple. Watch, ready? So bang, 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 it's empty. Oh my God, oh no, I'm going to drop the magazine, the other one back in. Boom, 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 and I'm going to run the fight. All right? The only difference is in a tactical reload, the question comes in is if I'm fighting, bang, 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 what happens on the last round? The slide stays open. So there's two ways to doing it. When you put your new magazine in, you can do this, go ahead and pull it back, right? Slingshot. That's one way of it. However, one thing that I teach all of our students is economy of motion. Many more steps than you have to do, right? So if I were to do that, watch my grip. I'm going to do it. Well, I can't do it with left hand. Here, I'm going to show you on this. So my gun runs empty. I've already dropped my mag. I go to put the second mag in. As I put it, guess where my hand is right here? It's near my release. So if I bring my hand up, slide release, because I'm already here and I'm bringing my hey nice to meet you hand up, right? So that is an economy of motion. I'm bringing it in and all I'm doing is release and my hand goes forward. It's a lot easier than here, here, okay, I'm back up, right? Also, that makes sense is one of the things that we teach in our advanced class is, and again, this is contrary to what a lot of people will think, if my target's over there, guess where I'm walking towards? If I'm not able to get away, I'm going straight to my target because they're not used to being charged. So if I've got to, I'm firing here. So for me to do this, oh, here, let me do this. Where's my gun? It's not even towards my target. But whereas if I'm going bang, bang, it is easy for me to go bang, and I'm right back into the fight. And I'm charging right at them. They're not used to it, right? Now, if I have the ability to get away, which at all times possible, I'm going to try that, then I will. And those are the things why we teach them to do it one-handed. We do that because I need to be able to get to.
I got nothing.
I have to roll those logs over
Maybe
here.
grab one of those logs.
Yeah, let's grab those logs.
I think a third one will.
I vote Wesley.
Yeah. These are real thin though.
Yeah.
Marco,
What's that?
they're real thin.
There's a thick one, the number 6.
Yep.
What about metal
There,
bars
there's
over
a. You see that gate?
the gate?
We could feed the feet, at least one of those rows, the feed through the gate. It'd be a larger footprint.
These are DRTs, right?
Yeah.
It's gonna be my first round. My first round with them.
Yeah.
I used mine first. I didn't want to use these if I didn't have to.
Alright, let's see what that does. And if not, then we'll use the gate.
I don't think I've ever cycled through.
No.
So it's just,
So that is
Okay.
a tactical reload. Very simple, right? So let's talk about an admin reload. An admin reload, the difference between it and a tactical reload, that's I'm in the middle of the fight and I need to get the gun as fast as I can back into the fight, right? There's no rounds left in the magazine. I'm empty, so I'm shoving in a new one. An admin reload is I'm in the middle of a fight and the fight either lulled down, I either stopped one guy or he went around a corner, or for example, I went around and got cover, right? I have rounds left in the gun, but I don't know how many more guys there are, right? Or if I'm going in my house, I don't know if there's more people in another part of my house. But I know that I have less than a full magazine already in the gun. Now I have an extra full magazine on me. So I have time and opportunity to change that mag without having to necessarily worry about the other bad guys that are right there in front of me. So the major difference between is mag is in the gun, it's not on slide lock, but I know I have a partial empty. I'm in the fight, bang bang, I'm looking around, okay, everything's all right, I've got some time, all right? So the first thing I'm gonna do, and I'll show it this way, the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab my extra magazine. When I do, you are going to have it in your hand so that your index finger touches the tip of the round that's in there. There's a reason for that. If you have it backwards, you gotta turn the magazine around, right? So we talk about economies of motion. So by making sure that I have my finger on that round, not only do I know it's in the right direction, but also sometimes when you take your magazine out of your pocket, you'll notice the first round sometimes is forward. So if you go to shove it in the magazine, it's not going, right? So by doing that, you go, oh, I know it's there. So I'm pushing it already with my finger. Now it's actually gonna sit in the magazine, all right? I don't want to throw this on the ground because I have time. But I know it's half empty. I may need it. There may come a point where if I only have 2 magazines and this one's dry, if I just drop that one on the ground, even though I had time, I'm out. But if I have even 1 or 2 more rounds, that's the ability to maybe survive. So what I'm gonna do is, it's real simple. I have my magazine in my hand with my index finger, just like this. All I'm gonna do is take my index finger, move it over to my thumb, so I have pinchers. All right? I'm gonna take my pinchers, grab the magazine from my gun, and all I'm going to do is rotate my hand and put the fresh new magazine in with the palm of my hand still on it, shove it into the gun. Here's my partner because of your mag and extra. Then with this magazine that has a few rounds left, I'm going to put it in my pocket or wherever I need to that I know I can get to. Does that make sense? So what I want you to do is, I'm going to get onto this side, we're all going to be facing in this direction. All we're going to do is we're going to practice the admin reload a couple times. We don't need to practice the tactical one because you're just dropping the mag and sticking the next one in. Does that make sense? All right, so you don't have to have your eyes closed. Go ahead and take your firearms out and low ready. All right, what I want you to do is you're going to take your hand, your reaction hand, grab your other magazine, making sure that your index finger is on the tip of the bullet. You're going to move the finger over so you have pinchers. Take your firearm, always pointed in that direction. You literally just have to turn it angled up just a bit, not in the air, but literally in front of your face. So with your pinchers, you're just going to grab the mag and release it, holding it. You're going to move your hand over and you're just going to shove the bullet in the palm. You're going to rotate that palm. Take your magazine you just took out, stick it in your pocket. There's your active reload. All right, so I'm going to do this. We're going to do it several times on my command first. I'm going to come behind you and help you out. So go ahead and take the extra magazine out. Put your index finger on the front of the round. Move your finger over so you have pinchers. All right, now you got pinchers. Grab your magazine from your gun with your pinchers.
Just like that.
Shove the other magazine in with the palm of your hand, never taking the magazine off. Take that extra magazine, put it in your pocket. We're going to do it one more time with my command.
That's okay, but on the range you keep it pointed over there.
Grab your extra magazine with your index finger on the round. Move your finger over so you have pinchers.
Your target and
grab the
into
magazine out of your gun, shove the new one in, put the magazine away.
I do it the same way you do it.
Okay.
Good job. All right, this time around, I'm just going to tell you reload, and you're going to do the same steps on your own. Your timing. All right, reload. Remember, pinchers are your friends. Pinchers are your friends. The palm of your hand is used to make sure that magazine goes all the way in. Good job. We're going to do it again. Go ahead and reload. Oh, jeez. Always remember keeping the gun pointed in the direction of your target. Good job.
Good gun for you.
We're going to do it one more time. Go ahead and reload.
Is that an M&P shield?
Mm-hmm.
Good gun.
Good job. All right, go ahead and holster.
Smack the crap out if you have to in the real life.
Go ahead and holster. Wes, you can holster.
I know.
Oh, okay,
Takes a
sorry.
while.
This might take a little bit. He doesn't have
Oh, that's right, because you got the Vanguard. My bad.
Yeah.
Big.
All right.
Holster.
Here's the thing. So, I'm letting it slide in the beginning because this is probably the first time you've done admin reloads. Here's what I see. Where's the bad guy?
Shooting at you.
Where's your exit? I don't know, 'cause I can't see. I know, and again, it's the beginning, right? It's the first time you probably have done it, so I want you to make sure to get the magazine in. But here's the reason why I tell people. So you're going to hear big time instructors talk about this is your workspace, this is your workspace. Everything you do is in here, right? If we're actually going to fight, so I'm going to pick on my wife. If she was, I'm a bad guy, right? And I'm going to start fighting with her. What do you think I'm going to go for? Probably in her face. Where's your workspace? Your face, right? So you're going to be used to this. This is what you have to be used to. Because if I lower my head and there's one guy and there's a guy over there, I know that, and then all of a sudden I don't see his buddies just came around as well, right? Or if I see the buddies and I'm like, shit, I have no more rounds. Now I gotta look up. Where's the exit? Right? But at the same time, I can go, I have no rounds. I'm out of here. Right? But I can tell because I can always see. It's the reason why we say workspace. Now you'll have guys that'll do this. I don't believe in that because I don't shoot like this, right? But if I'm doing it, I'm here. I can see my gun in my peripheral vision. I can see that my magazine is not out, but I can also see the bad guy. I can look around here as well. All right? So try and get used to, and I will say this as we start getting into the class, workspace, workspace, where's your workspace? That means look up, look up.
One thing that you might want to do when you get home, unload your mags, unload your gun, and do this over and over. Do this change he's talking about over and over and over until you can't get it wrong. And then it no longer becomes a conscious issue, it becomes unconscious competence. You're doing it automatically. Do it with your eyes closed, do it in the dark. That's how you learn to do this stuff, you know, for real.
Yeah, because anybody can squeeze a trigger. But if you've got 6 rounds and you know you're going to have to reload, that's when the rubber meets the road. Because now you're going to have to change the mag. We've seen from whether you want to say active shooters to